Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. For today we're going to be looking at SCP-8975. Object Class Safe. Nickname? None. Special Containment Procedures. The house containing SCP-8975 has been purchased by the Foundation and the basement has been sealed. It must not be unsealed under any circumstances. Requests for further testing will not be entertained. SCP-8975 is a small hole roughly 6 centimeters in diameter, located in the basement floor of a home in Canada. It was first discovered in 1961 by police when the sole occupant, one O'Shaughnessy, was reported missing by his extended family. It was first discovered by the Foundation 1 day later when Detective D. Gartner, the investigating officer, was reported missing by his department. SCP-8975 has no apparent bottom. Efforts to plummet have been indefinitely suspended after the events detailed below. Routine sounding conducted during initial investigation of the house recovered 6 items from the hole. Researcher L. Harvey delivered these items to Foundation experts for analysis, which was completed the following day. The items found are as follows. Item 1. A claw fragment, later identified as Rattus ratu, item found at a depth of 20 meters. Item 2. A clump of hair, later identified as Felis catus, located at a depth of 25 meters. Item 3. Loose eyelashes, identified as coming from B. Shaughnessy, child of O. Shaughnessy, who was reported missing 1 month prior. Item was found at a depth of 30 meters. Item 4. A substance that was later identified to be nasal secretion. Source identified as C. Shaughnessy, wife of O. Shaughnessy, who was reported missing 1 month prior. Substance was located at a depth of 35 meters. Item 5. Several loose skin fragments. Fragments have been identified as O. Shaughnessy. Items were found at a depth of 40 meters. Item 6. A strand of hair. Source identified as Detective D. Gartner. Item was found at a depth of 45 meters. These results were deemed sufficient to classify the whole as an SCP object. After this classification, further sounding operations were conducted by researcher M. Patel. She recovered 7 additional items and delivered them to Foundation experts for analysis. Again completed the following day. These 7 new items are as follows. Item 1. A clump of hair. Source identified as Rattus ratu. Item found at a depth of 20 meters. Item 2. A whisker. Source identified as Felis catus. Item was found at a depth of 25 meters. Item 3. Gingivae. Source identified as B. Shaughnessy, child of O. Shaughnessy. Item found at a depth of 30 meters. Item 4. A single fingernail. Source identified as C. Shaughnessy, wife of O. Shaughnessy. Item was found at a depth of 35 meters. Item 5. Loose skin fragments. Source identified as O. Shaughnessy. Items found at a depth of 40 meters. Item 6. Blood. Various tests have identified the source as Detective D. Gartner. Item found at a depth of 45 meters. Item 7. Left second molar. Dental records have identified and confirmed the source as researcher L. Harvey. Item was found at a depth of 50 meters. On the identification of item 7, staff attempted to contact researcher Harvey without success. Following a search of his domicile, he was declared missing. Staff then attempted to contact researcher Patel without success. Following a search of her domicile, she was also declared missing. An armed guard was immediately posted to the basement where SCP-8975 is located, while surveillance equipment was en route. When technicians arrived, the guard was missing. The house was immediately vacated and the basement hermetically sealed. No further soundings have been attempted. And that is it for today. I would like to thank you for your time and attention, and remember to adhere to all safety protocols and procedures. Have a good and productive rest of the day.